days? Did we already cover that? I missed. I mean,
Yeah, well, I just clicked live, so I guess
yeah,
it's
we're
happening.
live.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Absolutely. What's going on, guys? Hello, guys and gals.
What
Hello,
up?
hello.
Just finished jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
I feel like I don't know, like a sensei. with this on.
Yep. All right. Well, hello,
we
everybody.
get more views when you don't have your shirt on, apparently.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe.
maybe I should take the gi off.
Yeah.
I'll let the
Yeah.
chat decide that.
Absolutely.
Some shirts might be
Yes.
coming off at Books and Beyond conference.
I imagine.
Yeah, we have some pretty exciting news with a new speaker we just added. So we'll talk a little bit about that here shortly. But let's see. Hopefully, there's some people in the chat here, and we're just excited to do a little bit of Q&A, talk about Books and Beyond. It's coming up soon, guys. It's like a month away. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like 5 months away, and then now it's like a month.
Yeah, I know. That really snuck up.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yep. So we got September 13th through 15th, Las Vegas, Nevada. Hopefully, a lot of people are going to make it. I mean, we've already got quite a few people who have signed up. We're going to be there. Just want to, another push to see if more people are willing to come. I mean, we're going to go over the speaker lineup here pretty quickly, but it's a stacked lineup. It's a pretty insane lineup, and I think it's just going to be a huge value add to people. You got Cindy in the chat saying hi, guys. We got Myra saying hi, guys.
How's it
Hello.
going?
Good to see you both.
What up, guys and gals? Or gals just for now.
Yeah.
Just gals right now. Yeah.
Yeah, just the gals coming in. Yep, absolutely. So why don't we just should I just go in? Let's see who else we got. We got Jan in the house. Hey Jan, nice to see you. We
Hey,
do have
Jan.
the gals coming in strong right now, which is awesome. All right.
If you're coming to Books and Beyond, drop a 1 in the
Yeah,
chat.
I know Cindy's gonna be there, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a lot of people. I've been having more and more people show up to the Feed the Beast challenge each week that I do. Free
Nice.
challenge. And we had like 3 or 4 people, or if not more, last week that were coming to the conference. So it's going to be a big weekend, guys. Like, I'm really excited for it. We have, I was talking to David yesterday. David,
Okay. Yeah.
he's going to be a speaker. He does almost $1 million a month in used book sales. And he's like, yeah, who else is going to be there? And I just mentioned like several people who are going to be there who aren't speakers. And he was like really excited about it. So we have,
Cool.
like not only the speaker lineup that you guys see, but there's also probably like 5 to 10, probably 10 other people that aren't on the speaker lineup that are either doing millions a year in book sales or pretty prominent in the space. So it's going to be an exciting weekend.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
go
go
for
ahead.
it. Go for it.
We have multiple 6-figure OA booksellers coming that are just going to attend the event. So that's also going to be fun.
Yeah, and that's the fun thing is like when you show up, you don't know if the person's sitting to the left of you, to the right of you. Like unless you talk to them, you don't know what they're doing, and it's pretty surprising. Someone to the left of you could be, I did 500,000 in book sales yesterday. I have no idea who they are, and so it's really cool. I mean, you bring a bunch of like-minded people in one place together, and that's saying like you are the average of the people you're around most really rings true here. So if you are thinking like, hey, I need to, or I really want to scale my Amazon business, or even if it's, let's say, bulk book business, if it's whatnot, selling, whatever, right? If you want to scale your business, you have to be around people who are actually achieving the results you want. So that's why I think this is awesome, even selfishly for me, because, last year I did 300,000 in revenue, 100,000 in profit, which by my standards is great. And everyone around me in my life doesn't sell books, but I'm going to go to this conference. I'll be around Victor. I'll be around Avery. I'll be around David. Like, there's going to be around, I'm going to be around so many people who do the numbers that, let's say I'm really striving for. And so that's why I'm personally excited to be going.
You're right. Vishal, David, Romer, they're all doing big numbers. I mean, yeah.
We had Scott in the comments going, just got an Amazon counts a day and scored at a library sale yesterday. Let's go.
That's awesome.
That's what it takes, is it just takes some action. So congratulations there, Scott. That's awesome, man. Really cool. I'm going to share my my screen here.
Go for it. Pop it up there.
Yeah.
Freelance Trader says, Avery just got done with karate. No, jiu-jitsu. I've been doing jiu-jitsu with the gi.
Yes. All right. So I'm sharing my screen, guys. Can you see my screen here?
Not yet.
Oh, you can't see my screen yet?
No, not yet. Hold on. My bad. I got to...
Jan said, thanks for the free book lead.
On my phone after jiu-jitsu
Oh,
practice.
who said that, Victor?
Jan said that. So, yesterday I gave got a ton of free book leads, like 150, just one by one, and
That's crazy.
Jan got one of them, so no
Yeah,
problem.
we haven't mentioned too much, to Avery about this as well, but we're experimenting, Avery, with Bookmind, with making it even it more insane. So right now, Victor and I are trying to work on a way to find really high ROI books that don't sell very often, but can have some pretty amazing returns. So we're kind of in the beta process of that. And Victor, why don't you explain what you've been doing kind of in your Facebook group?
Yeah, so I mean, since we're still like beta testing it, right? We're not anywhere out there where we can have it like a polished product, but we have all these books we just found. And so we decided, okay, well, instead of just letting them out there, why don't we just give them to the Facebook group?
Yeah.
And so last like 3 days, we've been just giving out a few hundred leads that are just kind of crazy leads. Like the highest book was this book you could buy for $10 and sell for 200 in like a couple of weeks from now, actually.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. So we're excited. We're excited there. I mean, Jan was excited thanks to the free book leads, and so that's going to be another arm of Bookmind. And like I said, we're in beta testing now, but we're incredibly excited about it. I mean, certainly there's too many deals for us to buy, so we're handing them out to the community left and right.
And so that's just for Bookmind people.
I mean, if you're in Victor's Facebook group, he was handing them out there, and I'm also going to be posting some in the A2A Masterclass as well for people there.
Nice.
But
so I'm not going to pop up your screen. I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
For some reason I can't.
Okay.
So if you just want to
run
through it verbally.
No worries. So you guys can't see my screen, right?
No.
Okay, no worries. All right. So we're just gonna go through the lineup. So first off, you guys should know is that if you go to booksandbeyondcon.com, booksandbeyondconference.com, you can find essentially the speaker lineup, and we're gonna kind of just go over. I mean, they're really awesome people that are going to be there. So obviously, Avery, myself, Victor, and Steve are going to be there. Steve Rakin. So us four are the ones putting this all together. So I mean, just the four of us, I think, add a lot of value. I mean, we're here live streaming to our YouTube audiences. So we four are going to be there. We're going to be speaking part of the lineup. But let's go off with some heavy hitters. So let's start off with Caleb Roth. So Caleb Roth. I mean, I think he's probably one of the people that have gotten the most number of people into selling books on Amazon. And of course, we probably should talk about him because he's known him for longer. But Caleb Roth's just a legend in the space. So Avery, why don't you go ahead and talk?
Yeah, I mean, this man got me into it. Like years ago, I read his blog, and he talked about he went to Tulsa, Oklahoma with his wife, made $5,000 in a weekend sourcing books. And I was like, even if a tenth of that's true, that's remarkable. And I was selling books in college, so I knew that I could sell books on Amazon. So he was kind of my gateway into this business model. Then I decided to live in my car, and I actually drove across the country doing what he did in mini trips instead of going to. I actually think I almost went to Tulsa, but I went across the country and went to a bunch of other places. Went to Phoenix, Havasu, Arizona, and I sourced $80,000 worth of books in a few months. And I actually met Caleb in person in Los Angeles and got to sit next to him at a conference just like the one we're throwing, and he became a mentor of mine and literally taught me how to make multiple 7-figure selling books in sales. And I attribute a lot of my success to him, and a lot of the good ideas I've had have been validated by him. Just a smart business mind overall. He retired from this space. Literally, he quit his job when he was around my age, 28 years old, to go into selling used books. And long story short, he's helped a lot of people, and he'll be there at Books and Beyond. And it's because of him that I even started throwing these events in the first place. So
he's not even only going to be there; he's actually going to be a speaker, and I think he's really excited to talk about kind of the Beyond part of the conference. Because, like you mentioned,
he's super extroverted. So like, go up to him, say hi, like, just a great person to have in your corner.
Yeah. So it'll be awesome to have Caleb there, and next we got Reezy Resells. Reezy Resells is going to be there. I mean, if you've been living under a rock if you don't know who Reezy Resells is, right? He's been out here making content for probably close to, I don't know if it's been a decade yet, but probably close, maybe 8 years.
He's been selling on Amazon for over 15 years.
Yeah. And then making content for a really long time. Again, another person who's brought a lot of people into the community. And he actually had experience with bulk books as well. I mean, has a lot of experience with thrifting and library sales, and got tons of awesome videos on his YouTube channel. And he's going to be also at the Books and Beyond conference. You guys get to have the opportunity to speak to him one-on-one. have the opportunity to hear him speak. This could be a lot of fun. So we have Reezy Resells there. Let's see who else we got. Another OG in the space, actually, Chris Green. So Chris Green, he may have been selling, I don't know, early 2000s on Amazon. So he's like an absolute OG in the space. So talk about somebody who's done like every Amazon business model that's possible there. And Chris Green is going to also be speaking. Now, I think right now he's more into like helping authors self-publish their books, but he's still in the book world, but he just has a ton of knowledge as well. He actually is, I believe he also started Scan Power as well, or he was one of the people who's very instrumental in that software as well. So Chris Green is going to be there. Let's see who else we got. Let's talk about our prep center.
Is my audio weird?
Yeah, it's kind of having a little feedback, but
little feedback. Yeah, it's not too.
I'll
too
just
bad.
mute myself.
Yeah, there's a little feedback.
Okay.
That's his Lisa. Yeah. And then let's talk about Prep Center. So who Victor is going to be coming from the online book arbitrage world for Prep Centers?
Yeah, I mean, Little All Prep and Shanna from Central Virginia Prep, and both are great prep centers. They've helped out booksellers for many years. They date back farther than I was been selling, so past 7 years, and they're just going to be great in this space. So like, if you guys ever considered getting a prep center, meet these two prep center like owners face to face, right? So if you ever have an issue, the fact that you were able to meet these people face to face and network with them, I imagine you guys can come up with a lot of great things together, and that's just the value of them coming. And I mean, I think we're both really excited about it. I don't think you've ever met Shanna, right, Joji?
I've never met Shanna in person. I've interviewed her, and that's a pretty awesome interview on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, so I don't know if Avery ever met either one of them either. So this will be the first time we actually get to meet them in person, and we're all really excited about it. And I think it'll be great for your guys' business if you guys actually come to the event and meet these two. And of course, they're going to also be speaking, so it's just a great opportunity for all of us.
Yeah, one of the things that people always ask me, Victor, like when they ask, should we go to a prep center? It's kind of, they are a little bit scared to take the leap, right? I don't know if the prep center is going to actually send my inventory to Amazon, or they steal my inventory. How am I going to make sure that they actually look at the book and inspect it and condition in the same way that I would? You're actually going to have the chance to meet them in person, both Shanna and Frank. And I mean, both of those people have many, many clients in the online book arbitrage world, and even other products, other traditional way products. So they've got tons of experience, and you get to basically ask them firsthand questions. Like, Shanna will be there, Frank will be there. You can literally hand them a book and tell me, how would you condition this book if you want to? And they would give you what, their expert opinion. And anyways, the fact of just being able to be there face to face is really helpful. You go to ask them as many questions as you want, and you'll learn a little bit more about how online book arbitrage actually becomes way more scalable once you give that task to somebody else, once you give the prep away. Because I mean, I would attribute, Victor, our success in online book arbitrage to have a prep center, right?
Without a prep center, I wouldn't be here. Like, I would no longer have, like, I would have to have a warehouse. I wouldn't be in this space right here. I'd be in my warehouse talking to you guys. So they really saved me from having to do that. And they're great at what they do. And there are two prep centers that have survived. There's a ton of prep centers that have come and gone, that promise a ton of stuff and then end up not delivering. These two prep centers have really thought about the future. They think about scaling and building their business, and I think we're going to get a lot of golden nuggets from them, even if we're not thinking about actually being a prep center, right? They're going to help tell us a lot of great tips. So
you can even see Jan in the comments says love Little Owl, which is awesome. I use Central Virginia Prep, both awesome prep centers, and they'll be both of them will be speaking. There's also going to be a panel. So just to give you guys a little bit of background, like what the conference looks like as well, it's going to be a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we would highly recommend that you come in Friday morning, Friday afternoon. But in the Friday evening, that's when all the speakers are going to be there. We're going to be in basically, a public meeting area where there's not like any additional ticket required. Just anyone who's coming to the conference can just show up there. And the idea is just we want to, kick things off on the right foot. And so, there'll be, it's a public place. So you obviously can grab a drink or something like that. But the cool thing is, you'll be able to just, meet the people face to face before the conference even starts. So that's gonna be Friday. Then Saturday and Sunday is just literally all day. Like, I'm talking.
Pace yourself, guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
pace yourself, because Friday's always like, and maybe don't pace yourself, but Friday's always, at least the book selling events I've been to, and even Miami Sellers Conference, like Friday, everybody goes crazy, they wild
Yeah.
out, and then they're hungover the next day. But I tell you, it's so much fun. Like we were just
Yeah.
at that little restaurant that wasn't anything crazy, and the vibes were just great there. And I think a
Yeah.
lot of people stayed pretty late in Miami. So just pace yourself, guys, is all I got to say. We got probably 3 nights of party with
Yeah.
Amazon sellers, of networking.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, be ready.
Yeah, go easy on it, right? And one drink or two, you don't really need any more than that. But it's an awesome time.
The energy is just so crazy. Like the first night, right?
Yeah.
Like I got to meet both you guys the first night. I mean, I could have stood up till like 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can understand why you want to go partying out on Friday. But yeah, save your energy. It's gonna be all 3 days. So
yeah, it's gonna be a long weekend. So that's basically gonna be Friday night. Amazing opportunity to meet with people one-on-one, speakers, hang out with us. Then Saturday and Sunday they're gonna be basically all day. So Saturday and Sunday, think 8 a.m. to 4 to 5 p.m. where we just have a massive lineup of speakers, like each speaker talking about 20 minutes each. And then Amanda Ballard right there. There's one of our speakers as well, which she's here in the chat, which is awesome. So each speaker is going to have a topic that they'll talk about. Victor is going to talk about seasonal books. I think I'm going to be talking about, how to build a replen list. But every speaker is going to have a topic, like a 20-minute topic that they're going to give a presentation on. And on the first day, Saturday, there will be lunch there. So lunch will be provided for you guys on Saturday, which is awesome. That comes with just a general admission ticket price. And then after we come back from lunch on Saturday, there's going to be just a few more speakers. And then we'll go to around 3 p.m. And that's when we're going to break out into panels. And that's what I think is a really fun part, because then we get to segment out the different types of booksellers. All the people want to talk about Whatnot, go over there. Everyone who's bulk books, go over there. Online book arbitrage over there. eBay book selling, go over there. So you're going to be able to kind of get in with your group. And then there's going to be 2 or 3 speakers on that panel who are going to, basically be doing a live Q&A and answering you guys' questions. So that sort of format on Saturday is going to also fall on Sunday. So basically 8 a.m. to 4 to 5 p.m. On Sunday as well. Now, and that's all for a general admission ticket, right? So you essentially get that free meet and greet on Friday. You get the conference on Saturday and Sunday. Now, if you guys also want to go to the after party, which is going to be a catered event, there actually will be food there. Then on Saturday night, that's when we have all the speakers going to be there. And that's going to be an extra ticket because of the fact that we're doing catering and it's going to be a more intimate space, right? There's fewer people there. So there's more value there. And that's going to be the Saturday after party. So I'd highly recommend doing that. That tends to be a place where, you can, again, talk to people one-on-one or a small group, and you can learn a lot. And you can maybe learn a couple of secrets or tips and tricks there. So we recommend that. And if nothing else, just a great time to hang out. Now, on Sunday, what's really cool for Avery and Victor and I on Sunday is that we're actually hosting an after party on Sunday, but only for people who use our softwares. So I've got the BookMind hat on right here. Although Avery doesn't have it on, he would have his Go-To Lister tank top on if he could.
I just got to get my tattoo of Go-To Lister.
There you go.
There you go.
Make sure you don't change the name.
Yeah. Go-To Lister. So on Sunday night, we're going to have a special, after party event that will be catered for BookMind members, Go-To Lister members, and also Steve Rakin has a software called Replen Catcher. So if you're part of any of those, then you will also be able to go free of charge there. So that's going to be a really fun event. And I'm already trying to pace myself. I mean, I might need to be doing like voice exercises, like how to not use voice, because we're going to be talking so much from just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be pretty wild, pretty crazy. So that's kind of the layout of how everything works. And just wanted to put that out there so people kind of understand or know what's going on. So if you are planning to come, which you definitely should be coming, then try to get in around Friday afternoon or, around noon afternoon. And then you should leave on Monday morning or Sunday night, depending on you. I would recommend Monday morning. That's my
because our after party on Sunday lasts until like 10. So when some people are like, can I try to get out on Sunday? I'm like, well, unless you don't, probably it's safer just to go out on Monday morning.
Yeah, I would recommend that as well. Okay, well, who else we got? We got some other amazing speakers. So we already talked about. Let's see. Let's bring a little bit of Whatnot in as well. So recently, I interviewed on my channel both Amanda from Resale Maven and also Bob Books, both two pretty insane Whatnot booksellers. So if you didn't know what Whatnot is, it's like a live auction style where you can show people books and just auction off books to whoever's there watching your live auction. And Amanda last year did over $50,000 in profit doing that. And the reason why I'm so excited is because these are like she's selling books that you couldn't necessarily sell on Amazon, not because they're not popular, but because of the Amazon fee structure. Like if you sell a book for $7 on Amazon, what are you going to net? Like 50 cents? Even less than
Probably
that,
not. Yeah.
Probably not. You might
probably are actually going to lose money off of
you
it.
might even lose 50 cents, right?
Right.
But on Whatnot, you can take a book that sells for $7 on Amazon, sell for $3 or $4, and get charged like a 12% fee of that price, essentially.
Right.
So you can turn something that is now a dud into a couple of bucks and do that a few thousand times. You got a pretty sizable business. So Amanda from Resale Maven, she did over $50,000 in actual take-home profit selling those types of books,
Right.
which is really cool. So it's an interesting way. If you have an Amazon business and you're like, let's say thrifting, it's just another way to add, like another arm to your business. Or you can even think about it as a way to maybe sell some of your duds, like some of your faster moving books that don't sell because of the fee structure. So,
and then Amanda asked, is that what Avery's mom is doing?
I don't think so.
I don't think she's thinking about it.
She's trying now, but she hasn't had like any crazy. She hasn't started it yet. She's like thinking about it. But Max, who's not going to be speaking at the event anymore, he did 11,000 in Whatnot sales, and then just some random follower of mine DM'd me that she did 8,000 in sales on Whatnot at like a $6,000 profit. So
yeah,
a lot of
it's pretty wild.
Yeah,
I'm interested to listen to them talk because that's just a new realm. I'm not really too I don't really know too much about. So that's going to be awesome. And then why don't you talk about Bob's books a little bit, Victor?
Yeah, so she also does Whatnot, and her specialty are books that basically don't have barcodes at the back of the book, and so she kind of specializes in those. She picks those up from the Goodwill bins and thrift stores, and basically is able to make a living off of like $5 to $10 books. All the books that us normally would think are like duds, like books that we can't actually make profit off of. She's found a way to do that. And, when we kind of found her on YouTube, we were like, okay, this would be a great asset to the Books and Beyond conference, because I know a lot of you guys are scanning a lot of books and having to turn down, say, 95% of the books you're scanning. Well, but now there's actually a possibility that you don't necessarily would have to do that. Maybe, you could get some of those books and actually start selling those and whatnot. And I think going back to one of your interviews with Amanda, she said it was the QVC for Gen Z. Which,
yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And so that makes it makes sense, because that's what they're both doing, and I just think that we're going to learn a lot from them.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Yeah. Might as well also talk about Amanda Ballard, because she's in the chat with us here. So Amanda is also going to be a speaker at the Books and Beyond conference. Now, we also are going to talk a little bit about how to flip stuff from eBay to Amazon. And part of that's going to be like how you can flip some books from eBay to Amazon, but also some other products. It's part of like the Beyond part of the conference as well. And so Amanda right now is doing quite a bit of eBay to Amazon. And I know that she's definitely flipped some books eBay to Amazon as well. So she's going to be a speaker there. She's going to be talking about how that process works, flipping from eBay to Amazon. And then also, like I said, every speaker is going to have their own, sort of talk that they're going to give. And, we've essentially given a deadline for all our speakers, like, hey, have your presentations done here by the 15th of August. And so, when we have a schedule that we'll post, that essentially will like show you, okay, these are kind of what the titles of everyone's speeches are going to be. But Amanda's going to be there, which is really awesome. She was in Steve Rakin's eBay to Amazon masterclass a few years ago now. And since then, from being a complete beginner, is now doing like over $10,000 per month, which is pretty insane. And then she said she might also talk about a little bit about selling at Walmart as well, which is awesome. So Amanda's going to be a speaker there, which is going to be really cool.
And
Let's
another
see.
thing about Amanda, I think, she just doesn't give up, right? She
Yeah.
started with books and she said she wasn't making too much money with those books. And then she tried just regular OA and wasn't doing so well with that. And then, she kept on going. She was unwilling to, surrender. So basically she also did eBay to Amazon, started making some money from that. She got
Right.
really excited about that. And then now also doing Walmart. And even
Yeah.
though she recently actually for a couple of days got suspended, she kept on staying positive and just recently got her account back. So
Yeah.
good
Really
stuff.
cool.
Mhm.
Next, we're gonna bring up some bulk booksellers. So we've got a couple. Actually, we've got 3 pretty insane bulk booksellers. So we've got David Chung, who
Yeah.
Avery knows a lot about. He could probably talk a lot about David Chung. We've also got Vishal Moody. I mean, Avery could talk a lot about Vishal, as could we.
Yeah.
And then we also have FBA Dave. So we have 3 I would consider mega bulk booksellers. I know David Chung specifically is a top 100 Amazon seller. Not like top 100 bookseller, like top 100 Amazon seller, which is pretty insane. Doing crazy numbers. So if you want to learn more about how the bulk book operation works, you're going to have people who are doing millions per month, literally in book sales, be there, which is pretty awesome. So that's going to be exciting to see those 3 guys there.
Just
then
to
we
hear
got
their
Vishal
speeches
doing over.
at Miami Sellers Conference was awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Just seeing Vishal do over $1 million profit, as like a 24-year-old. I knew him back
Yeah.
when he was 22. Just young 20s doing numbers like this. It just makes you realize like there's no excuses. So it's
Yeah.
always good to have that energy in the room.
Yep. FBA Dave, I just interviewed him about a week ago. His interview will be posted on my YouTube channel here shortly. Really awesome guy. Started with thrifting books, cherry picking, and then now has 2 warehouses, full-time 7-figure bookseller. He's got multiple employees, and he's just a really funny guy. He's really cool. So he'll be there as well, which is awesome. So that's going to kind of round out the bulk book selling, those 3 guys. And then also, I mean, like we mentioned, Reezy Resells and even John Muscarello, who are also going to be, they're not going to be speaking about bulk books, but they also have experience with bulk books as well. So, you could even ask them like, hey, you guys used to do bulk books. You don't do any anymore. Like, why is that? Right. I mean, there's, again, just so many experiences from all the speakers here that there's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
All right. So you would think that, wow, that's a stacked lineup, but we're not even done yet. I mean, it just gets crazier. So who else are we going to bring up here? All right. So next we have Bill Martling. Oh my gosh. Okay. So sell back your book. Sell back your book. You've probably seen, like if you've ever used Scout IQ, right? Sell back your book. You scan a book. It says, hey, you can sell back your book for $1, $2, right?
Mhm.
Well, Bill Martling, who is essentially, he's not the owner of, but he's the sales director at sellbackyourbook.com.
Yeah.
So you're going to kind of get a little bit of a lens into like what it's like for him to be buying a bunch of technically bulk from all of us sellers. But you'll also get to meet him in person. So if it's like, hey, Bill, I want to develop a relationship with you and I want to start sending more than just a few books to you, like, hey, there he is. Like he's right there, right in front of you. You go talk to him. So Bill's going to be there, which is really cool. Do you have anything to add, Avery, about Bill?
Yeah, well, I'll be shooting a podcast with him next week. Just great guy. I mean, he's just creative, good resource to have. He used to go to pop-up flea market sales, sell books. So he'd probably be interested in the Whatnot thing that's going on. But just overall good business mind to have. And again, someone good to have in your corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, who else can we talk about? We're also going to have Diane Mashburn there. So I know Diane has been going to these meetups for a long time, right, Avery? She's been, you've known Diane for a while now, right?
Yeah, it's been since I met her in person and whenever Atlanta was, whatever summer that was, 2020.
Wow.
Probably 20. Me and Steve were arguing about this. I think it was 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
Or 2019, who knows?
Yeah, one of the two.
Okay.
But incredibly smart person. She knows literally everything you can know about how Amazon Seller Central works. Like someone asked me a question about how some feature works or they're having some issue with a book. I'm just like, I don't know. Just ask Diane. Like, just go message Diane. Diane will be able to help you out. And she's an incredibly smart person. She also is getting her PhD right now. So, I mean, if that tells you anything, that should tell you something. She is a
wealth of information. That's right.
She's a coach inside of Reselling Freedom, as is Amanda, I believe. Amanda Ballard. So, just helping people, especially people who are thrifting, going to library sales, like getting their business up off the ground. Like we had a comment here earlier. It was from Scott. He just got his Amazon account today and scored at library sale yesterday. Like, go, like when you're there, if you were to go there, go talk to Diane. Diane's going to be able to help you out there. She'll be speaking as well. And my guess is that her talk is going to be something around like how to optimize, your listings, or how to optimize your sell-through rate, or like things on the back end that aren't necessarily like the funnest or sexiest things to talk about, but actually do matter when it comes to bottom dollar. So really cool there.
You said you got a Boston accent out of nowhere right there. You're like,
Yeah.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. All right. We also have Seth Kordick, who's going to be there. Seth Kordick from Checkmate Flips. So I've done a few lives with him. Want to talk a little about Seth?
Yeah. So he's me or Avery?
Yeah, no, either of you.
Yeah, he's
you got something to say about
Oh yeah,
Seth?
he's actually like learned from you, Avery. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he picked me up at the airport. This was definitely 2021.
Yeah.
And we were going on a ski trip. Not the best driver, but me and Taylor were in the back seat, like going back and forth. But he took my course, Book Business Blueprint, and then I'm just proud of him. Like he took media and just ran with it. Like, so he started thrifting at stores, built up to a few thousand in sales, but then eventually he's doing like 10 figures, 5 figures in profit each month, flipping items from eBay to Amazon. So he took the idea of flipping media, and like a lot of the Steve's audience, eBay to Amazon people, took eBay to Amazon and made it work. So again, and he's also pretty young too. He's like
he's right around our, I think he's still in this.
Okay, actually, yeah, he just looks good then. He's just young looking. Yes, this is live, David.
Yeah, we are live.
Yes.
Hi, David.
Hi, David.
Books and Beyond will be live in Las Vegas, September 13th, 15th as well. Some people have asked,
in person.
Yeah, some people have asked, will there be recordings? Because no doubt all of the speakers and what they talk about are going to be incredibly valuable. If you cannot make it, we do actually have a filmographer there. So all of the talks will be filmed. And of course, that comes at a cost, right? Running a conference is not cheap at all. It's actually incredibly expensive, much more expensive than you think. But we do have a filmographer there who will be filming everyone's speeches. And if you are interested in, let's say, purchasing recordings because you weren't able to make it, that will be available afterwards. But again, those videos have to, kind of be edited out and all that sort of stuff. So it's not like it'll be available the day after. And we're not live streaming there either. It's not like, when Avery takes a stage, like you're going to see it from YouTube or something. So the only way to really see it is to be there in person, which is what I'd recommend. I mean, it's the best by far. Or later on, if you weren't able to make it, then, you can at least purchase the recordings, because there's going to be a lot of value that's going to be dropped there. So really cool. All right. Who else do we have here? So keep scrolling down. Okay. We also have John Muscarello. So John actually, and Avery, you can talk a little bit more about John, but he actually came to the Miami Sales Conference maybe 4 years ago? Was that the first time you started in 2020? Yep. And he started, I think back then he wasn't really doing much at all. And then over the years, he transitioned to online arbitrage. Yeah, he also was a bulk bookseller at one point as well. But just really inspirational person, really getting into health, fitness right now, and he'll be a speaker there. So just another awesome guy.
Yeah, great guy. Yeah. He's been getting in shape too. He's looking buffer every time I see him.
Yeah, absolutely. So John will be there, which is really exciting. We have Jameson Philippi as well, who's going to be there. So Jameson goes way back to, let's say, 2015, 2016 to the Green Room with Steve Rakin and Bonafide Hustler. And if you're like new to the Amazon space, you have no idea, what that is. But he's been around a really long time. I mean, talk about someone who completely changed their life with Amazon. And Avery, earlier you said, wow, Vishal is like one of those guys who makes me feel like, wow, there's no excuses. Like when I think of Jameson stories, that's what I'm thinking. Like, there's no excuses, right? Want to talk about Jameson a little bit?
Yeah. He brought the audience to tears at Miami Sellers Conference.
Yeah.
He just got a great story, great guy, great sense of humor. Has traveled to like every Walmart in the United States,
in the
almost.
US, yeah.
Like he's got a map of all the Walmarts he's been to with little pins, and you can't even see the United States anymore. There's so many pins.
Exactly.
So he knows his stuff. He's a wealth of knowledge as well. So
yeah, he's also a
like a family reunion, getting everyone back together.
Yeah. 7-figure seller as well. A lot of
Yeah.
information, and he also has a lot of experience at A2A flips as well. So you guys can ask him about A2A flips. But an incredible story. I don't want to spoil it, but went from a place in his life that was really low and just turned his life around, and now recently got married, and he's killing it. I mean, he's doing well over $1 million in sales every year, and really excited to bring him there. And then lastly, we have Aaron Worley, who's going to be there. So Aaron's going to be on a panel. He's going to be talking about some of the eBay to Amazon as well. He's actually right now living out of like an RV and traveling with his family, and also doing well over 6-figure or well over 5 figures per month through that business. So he's absolutely crushing it. A lot of people came out of Steve Rakin's E2A masterclass just absolutely killing it. The eBay to Amazon game is definitely alive and well. The eBay to Amazon book game is definitely alive. I mean, there's so much opportunity there. So that's going to round out the speaker list. I'm pretty sure I got everyone here, but
Yeah, you did.
yeah, it's a lot of people. And how I know it's a lot of people is I'm literally trying to jam everyone into the schedule, and it's like everyone barely fits with like 20 minutes. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah. I mean, do you guys have any questions? Feel free to put them down in the comment section. But overall, it's just going to be an amazing time. Every day gets closer. I'm
looking forward to meeting everyone in person, seeing you guys at the after party, hanging out. Just a fun weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys, if you guys did want to buy tickets, you guys would just go to booksandbeyondcon.com, and you guys can.
Prices going up, Victor said. So
Yep.
get them while you can.
No, they are. So prices are actually going up tomorrow at midnight. So
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow at midnight. So today is Friday, August 9th. Tomorrow is Saturday. So Saturday night when tickets are going up. I mean, guys, it's getting to the point where like you're either coming or you're not. Like you guys still have to buy your plane ticket. You got to get your hotel worked out. So Saturday, tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. EST. That's when ticket prices are going up. So I would argue that the value that you're going to get from being there far exceeds even what you would price it at or what the prices are now, even when the price does rise later on. But I mean, why not save a little extra money and buy it before the deadline? Jan says midnight in what time zone? That'd be EST.
Yeah.
So that'd be technically 9 p.m. PST or midnight EST. So definitely grab your tickets, guys. I mean, there's no reason to wait anymore. If you're going to be there, let's jump on board and let's do it. But I know there's a lot of procrastinators, and how I know that is I used to be a high school teacher, so everyone turns stuff in, the last day, the day of. So so make sure you guys grab your tickets. But yeah, I'm just incredibly excited, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So the reason why we're like raising ticket prices is because like the hotel, the event space needs this money like quickly, and actually we're gonna have to like front the bill first, and hopefully we get the ticket sales on the back end. So
and so we also just need to know for planning. So one way to help move people a little bit is like, hey, it's gonna get a little bit more expensive, which it becomes harder logistically for us the closer we get without you guys without you guys buying a ticket. So buy them now. There's no reason to wait. If you guys are coming, grab your ticket. We're excited to see you, meet you in person. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Misa says, can you sell used books on Walmart? Actually, you can sell used books on Walmart. I don't know how much that Amanda is doing particularly, but
I don't think any yet.
But I have seen, like, for example, Campbell Biology. I don't know if you knew this, Avery. You can buy Campbell Biology on Walmart.
Really?
If you want to buy that book, it's pretty interesting. It's a really new space. I haven't really looked into it too much, but Amanda, of all the speakers, probably knows the most about selling on Walmart. So Chet's going to be there, which is awesome.
That's true. And Chet is actually going to be in one of our panels. Like we'll talk about online arbitrage with us. Yep. And his journey of how he got started doing selling books.
Yep, absolutely. So Chet's going to be there. And I think we have over 70 people that are going to be there besides just the speakers. So we're rounding out right around 100 people, which is awesome. We're hoping we can get to like 150. If we can get to 150, that'd be awesome. But you guys got to purchase your tickets, right? Because we do need to know numbers. It's getting down to the wire.
Booksandbeyondcon.com.
Yeah.
What are Chet's sales at?
What was that again?
What'd you say sales were at?
Chet right now.
Oh no, 70 sell. We got 70 people that bought tickets. Is that what you're asking?
No,
No,
he's
no,
Chet.
no. What Chet's
Oh,
What,
Chet
what are his
sales.
numbers?
Well, Chet, put it down. I think it's like 50 something thousand. I'm thinking.
Yeah. So Chet has I think he has 2 kids. He's a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually a bookmind coach. So I'm excited
Yeah.
for Chet in 2025, because that would be his first full year with just going crazy. He's a bookmind member. I think in 2025 he's going to explode. What I can tell you is that every quantum leap in my YouTube and Amazon business happened from going to Miami Sellers Conference. So props to you
That's
there,
true.
Avery.
Yeah.
I'm for real. I'm being real, because
Yeah.
going to Miami Sellers Conference 2023 helped me network with Steve Rakin, because I had kind of known him, but not in person. And we ended up building the VA Academy, which was wildly successful. And we built the A2A Masterclass, which was insane. We have like almost 250 members in the A2A Masterclass. Like both of those courses could only have been built like if we were there face to face and got to know each other more. So that was a quantum leap in my YouTube and my just my sort of personal brand, personal business. Got to, of course, meet a bunch of other awesome sellers in 2023. Got to basically interview those people on my YouTube channel, which led to more YouTube growth. And then 2024 was huge because, I mean, look at this, Books and Beyond.
That wouldn't have happened if we all didn't go. Yeah. That's right. We would not have this conference.
I just cold DM'd Avery randomly. It was like, hey, bro, you want to do Books and Beyond? He'd be like, no. And he's like, he'd be like, I don't know, maybe. But
yeah.
But we're there in person.
I'm like, that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot. When do you want to do this? Yeah.
Yeah, it's yet another quantum leap. So I can tell you, if you come with the right mindset and you put yourself around the people who are achieving the results that you want, there's no way for you not to significantly increase your game. Like, think about it this way. Like, you're somebody who wants to lose weight, get in shape, and look great. If you go to a conference with a bunch of people who are looking great or in shape, you're probably going to change things around, right? It's going to have a positive net impact on you. And appreciated Jan in the chat. She says A2A is awesome. The A2A Masterclass. It's pretty cool. So, yeah.
When you go to a conference like this, you get to see what's possible. Yeah. Right. So I thought going into the Miami Sellers Conference, I was doing pretty well and I was just good as is. But then, meeting Avery, meeting you, Joji, meeting Vishal, it got me thinking like I have to do more. Look at these people. They're normal like me and they're out there just killing it. And I'm just happy. I need to push it. I need to go farther. I need to make things happen. So you get that spirit. You get that spirit just going to one of these events, and then you start being able to like network with you guys, right? You guys will get to text message each other or DM each other and help each other out, and that's really where the value is at, right? Not specifically my speech or Avery's speech or Joji's speech. It's really all that networking we're all going to get at that conference. And I'm so happy I did go to the Miami Sellers Conference. I'm really excited about this conference because I know that my game is going to go even higher. Coming to a conference like this. So
absolutely. Not to mention Bookmine is going to be a sponsor. GoToLister be a sponsor of the Books and Beyond Resellers Conference as well. So there's it's just it's really going to be an awesome time, right? When else are you going to meet that many people who are into selling books? It's like never. Like you go out in everyday life, you go to the grocery store, hey, what do you do? Well, I do this. What do you do? I do this. If you explain to someone what you do, they go, what? So you review books on Amazon or you buy a lot of books on that, like, right? People are not going to understand what you're doing. But if you come to an event with a bunch of like-minded individuals achieving results that you want, I don't see how that's not going to elevate your game. So.
Yeah, it just makes you realize what's possible. And, when you talk to regular people day to day and you're like, yeah, I'm flipping books, and they look at you kind of weird, like, what is that? Part of your brain's like, well, maybe this isn't like the best thing. But when you're around a bunch of people and you talk to them and you find out they're doing 100K a month in book sales or 50K a month or 15K, then it just becomes normal. You're like, every single person I'm talking to is crushing it selling books on Amazon. Therefore, it's normal to. And then your brain just makes a switch that like, oh, I'm doing 3,000 a month when I should really be doing 30,000. if I just make these few changes, because that person's not any smarter than I am. They're just doing the different actions. They're doing actions necessary to get results, and I'm currently not doing them,
Yep.
So it's
It's a great way to put
for
it,
me,
man.
it just
Yeah.
sounds so simple to say that, but like the most valuable thing at these conferences is when somebody opens up their phone, you see their sales, you're sitting right next to them, and you're just like, why am I not doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's
Yeah.
true. You're like, wow, the person on the right of me is doing 10 times as much as I'm doing. The person on the left of me is doing 20 times. You're just like, not that you're embarrassed, but it's just, you're right. Something in your brain goes off. This is normal. This is possible. This guy doesn't seem any smarter than me. This gal doesn't seem any smarter than me. But like Avery said, they're putting in the actions. They're going to the gym 5 days a
Mhm.
week. If you go to the gym 5 days a week for a year, you're going to get results, right? That's just the way it works.
Mhm.
If you really dedicate your time to selling books on Amazon or eBay or whatnot, bulk book selling, whatever it is, like you're going to get results. But what's cool is you get to be around the people who are doing it the best. And I can't understate like how important that is, if you want to scale this business. So really excited, guys. booksandbeyondcon.com. Make sure you grab your tickets. And yeah, I'm just pumped. I can't believe we're almost a month away. It's crazy.
It's crazy. When you say a month, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, we have everything already set.
Yeah, after this
Not
weekend's
a lot to
over,
do.
it's a month.
Yeah.
After this weekend's over, it's a month. So
Yeah.
we're there, guys. It's pretty incredible. And man, selfishly, I'm excited just for myself. I can't wait to meet you guys in person again and hang out with everyone. So it's gonna be a great time.
Heck yeah.
Amanda says it makes it
Well-
possible if they can do it. Why can't I? Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
And
proud of her.
Amanda's-
She's up to what, 15K a month?
Yeah,
this
per
is,
month.
not more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Amanda 2 years ago was just joining like Steve Rakin's E2A program. Was like didn't really know anything, and look at her now, 2 years later,
Mhm.
doing 15K a month. So that's exactly what I mean. Yeah.
And she started her own like YouTube channel, and
Yeah,
I
which she's
think
calling Amanda, yeah.
yeah, and she actually like started contacting you, Joji, right? And actually asked for some like tips of how to make a YouTube channel, and
Yep.
now she's gotten that going, and
She's
all
crushing
because
it.
she's come to these events.
Yeah, Amanda, by the way, your last video is a month ago, man. Come on, let's get on the videos. Let's go. Keep pumping them. Keep pumping them up.
Pump that content.
You were doing so great,
Yeah.
Amanda. And you are doing great. Look at this. Oh my gosh, so many videos.
Do we know
in
anything
last
about the
4 months.
meals? Mike Kreider's asking.
What are the meal venues for Vegas?
Years ago, I went to a Turn the Page event, a booksellers event in Vegas with Michael, and me, him, this guy named Lorenzo. I think it was just us, and we all went to like this steakhouse. It was like $100 per steak, and I remember just being like, not making that kind of money back then. Just being
Yeah.
like, wow, So shout out Michael for stretching my comfort zone back then. But no, it was a great vibe, and that's what's going to happen at this event is you're going to break out with different people, and maybe go to a steakhouse, with a few booksellers. Maybe you'll end up going, who knows, to a strip club. Like it's like anything can happen. Like it's going to be a weekend to remember. Like Miami Sellers Conference, we got some crazy stories about people splitting off and venturing into different corners of Miami.
Karen says she just saw Amanda's interview on Rakin's channel today. She's made, she's awesome.
So we're going to Fremont Street, which if you guys aren't really familiar with Las Vegas, this is a really happening part of Las Vegas. There's a ton of stuff going on there. There are strip clubs on that street. If you were one of the places to eat, there's like 10 different restaurants there. There's so much to do there. It's a lively crowd 24/7. You're not going to want for anything there. So there's lots of places to eat. But specifically where the lunch on Saturday will be catered. So the event space will actually cater that. And it's just going to be a buffet. And then Sunday will be like on your own. Like you guys will have your own opportunity to like network for lunch on Sunday. So, and then the after parties will also be catered. So almost all your meals will be catered if you actually go for the full package.
Yeah, if you go for the full package and you're a BookMine or GoToLister member, right? Because remember, the Sunday night after party is sponsored by BookMine, GoToLister, and Replay Catcher. So only if you're one of those users would you be able to go to that one. And that's not like an additional ticket. That's just like if you're using our software, it's like you just get to go to that. That would be catered. But yeah, you're right. The after party, which does need a separate ticket on Saturday night, that will be catered as well. But like we said, it's on it's on Fremont Street, right?
Right.
I mean, it's one of the best places to be in Las Vegas. So there's a lot going on there. Certainly, you can hang out with 3 or 4 or 5 people from the event and go eat somewhere or do other things, right? So
You can even zip line there.
yeah, you can even zip line. You can do
Yeah.
pretty much anything there. It's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, booksandbeyondcon.com. I mean, it's only happening once a year, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, every time I've gone to a conference, it's made a monumental change in my business. So if you're looking for a monumental change in your business and you've got the right mindset and you're going to put in the
And if you
work,
think we're BSing about it, show up to the conference and tell us to our face.
yeah,
Say,
exactly.
This was not working.
Yeah.
We would be happy to hear it.
But
we'd be
just
happy to hear
remember
your
that
feedback.
Victor and I don't do jiu-jitsu. So if you're not looking for confrontation, you should probably come to us, right? Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, good point. All right, guys. So
All right, I'm gonna hit the gym so I look nice and swole for Books and Beyond.
There
Yes.
you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take some
All right,
pictures.
guys.
All right.
All right.
Peace out.
See you guys. Bye, guys.
See you guys in
Later.
Vegas.
Peace.
All right.